Hey. Ah, yeah. Oh ha. Ah. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Tristan's dog is in emergency. Get well soon, little buddy. Ah, Heidi Long, welcome to the stream. First time in a long... First occasion in a long time that I tried to have some music in the background. Let me know if it works or if it's completely laggy. I looked a little bit into this and there is a online radio, Pretzel Rocks it's called, and you can synchronize it with Twitch and everything, and it has special settings so that the music that is playing can be used on Twitch as well as on YouTube. So yeah, good. I'm not sure if it's loud enough or too loud, or but yeah. I would like to continue yesterday's theme of doing more colorful pieces. Because I think that was quite interesting. Yeah, let's see what we can come up with. Let me know what you would like to see. Need a mouse pad. My mouse doesn't work so well on this table. It's a wood table. It has quite a bit of texture. Slurp and eat. Ah, Rock, welcome to the stream. Doctor, no fucking chill, that's not true. I was here first. DeLong, I have screenshots that prove that I was first. Yeah, guys, let me know what we should start with. Rugops. Oh. Oh, wait. I have a very large insect right here besides me. Come here, everybody. Huh? I have to bring it outside first. Jump back into the room, and I don't see it anymore. Vesperosaurus. Ooh. I see. Yeah, we haven't done Vesperosaurus. It's true. Always are Vesperosaurus without an O. Let's do that. Vesperosaurus. Small new desert dwelling Noasaurid from South America. From the same locality Cayuajara was found in. Maybe laying eggs. That's possible. During a mating ritual. Maybe I have an idea for that. A bit more forward, swinging. I will need to make the feet larger. Nope, not having done Electrosaurus so far. Not that I remember, at least. I think I would like to show it combined with some Kaiwa-Jara, but not living animals, but only the skulls and the colorful crests being used for display purposes. Tiny arms. Incorporate it into the display here. So that it looks more buff than it actually is. A more hoof-like middle toe, and the toes left and right were quite short, probably raised, at least a little bit, at least not weight bearing, that much is known, and they had very blade-like claws. Most dinosaur claws aren't really blade-like. They're more hoof-like or for stabbing. So this was really a surprise, especially in this combination. D-long, yeah, well, that's unknown. The function of the claws is hard to guess. Attack as well as defense are totally possible. There are, I think, a few teeth found together with a few bones that are known. And I would say that this animal was an omnivore. The teeth don't look really that much of an hypercarnivore. A little bit cleaning up. Okay, now let's have a look at some Kayuajara skulls. I feel like the proportions of the leg don't work that well. I might need to redo that. Just to annoy Sassy. But yeah, I think I have to redo at least this leg here. Okay. You know what? I will redo the whole lower half of the picture. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, that feels better. That's much better. Okay. Now some shading. I would imagine a brightly colored chest wattle here. Oh, hi Sassy. Yes, you may be unmuted. Bloop. Hello.
Test, test.
Test is working.
Good.
Nice.
I'll be right back in a
Okay.
second.
Wait. Only 3 of these fingers could have claws. It's an archosaur after all.
So I'm back.
Nice.
This stream doesn't have any particular theme, right?
Not really, but I would like to continue the colorfulness of last night.
Well, then we could draw some colorful pterosaur.
I
Or
was
some
actually
colourful
about to
squid.
I was actually about to include some here in this piece.
Well, just including them in one of the pics is not enough for me.
I would include them. You know, this is Vespersaurus, the animal from the Kayuajara side.
Oh, so Kawashara, obviously.
Yeah, but only the skulls, ripped off from corpses to be building material for a nest.
Well, that's not something I would support.
I knew
Also, what is this in the stream chat?
that. This is Pretzel Rocks, and that's the titles of the music that's playing in the background.
Oh, I'm not hearing it, but I don't
Yeah,
really need
that's-
music.
That's yeah. It's just I wanted to try that. I looked a little bit into that, and there is an online radio where you can synchronize with Twitch, and quite handy. Stephanie, welcome to the stream. Yeah, putting scales on anything larger than a small lizard is usually a pain in the ass. Scales hurt your mind.
Yes, that's also a positive thing about pterosaurs. They only have them on their feet.
Potentially.
Potentially.
They
But
could be
fluffy
elsewhere.
faces are better.
They could be elsewhere too.
No, fluffy faces are better. And fluffy necks. Because that's the only other place where I would imagine them.
Yeah. Although if you look at some modern birds, could also work on face and neck. In some cases.
Are there scaly birds with scaly
No,
faces? Because
not,
I've
they
never
aren't
seen.
scaly, they use skin, but that doesn't mean that pterosaurs would also use skin there. It's easy to just go the same route as birds did. But we don't really know.
But I can prefer some.
Yeah, sure. I like, for example, to give my ctenochasmids in general wrinkly facial skin.
I've noticed.
Yeah, that's something that will reoccur, by the way, in one of the pterosaurs for the graphic novel.
Nice. And Leo wants to talk too.
Oh ha! We
This
can...
no longer makes my awkward mentioning of pterosaurs so prevalent.
You're unmuted.
Awesome. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Sassy.
Welcome to the first stream with music in the background.
Wonderful. What's being drawn? Not watching the streamer. Just chat.
I could theoretically also just sing.
Vespersaurus.
Caspasaurus?
Vespersaurus.
Vespersaurus.
Oh, Vespersaurus better than nice.
That's one weird Ceratopsian.
I also really like Caspasaurus. Did you see Matthew Martin things? Including Zuniceratops Caspasaurus and Corythosaurus infedius? If not, you should really check. Matthew Martin.
Matt
So the guy who
Matulnik.
wrote the book on Zone. I don't
Oh
know,
yes,
Sassy
yes,
likes it.
yes, I've seen them. They've been posted on Etishia, so I saw them there.
Why are you on the
And
Ethiopia
I saw
server?
the Corythosaurus on his Twitter.
Ooh, Critosaurus. Wait, Critosaurus or Corythosaurus?
Corythosaurus.
Oh,
That
Corythosaurus.
Hadrosaur thingy.
Well, Critosaurus and Corythosaurus are both hadrosaurs. So.
Yeah. It's just the pronunciation just got me.
But
The
one is a
one he drew.
lambeosaur and the other is a sauropod.
Critosaur. Well, not
Who
really
is
a proper-
making those noises? Because I don't think I am.
That
Oh, I
Leo.
make my
that's
bed.
Leo.
You are guilty.
I just want a comfy bed. Is that not a...
I'm already in bed. With my
Unfortunately, I
tablet next to me,
I
so
wish
that
I
I
could
can-
stream while laying in bed. That would be absolutely fantastic.
Amazing.
I think I would stream all day. Much more comfy.
I'm also working on adding formations to my app, Sassy, so now I'm to put formation name so you know what I'm referring to. And
No, I think I started a skeleton that I should finish today. It's of an
what is it?
ornithochirid from Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yes.
That sounded a little like Leberwurst.
What is? Oh, what are German sausages?
What? I couldn't
What are
understand you.
sausages? Like Wurst. Good.
They are like
Had what
sausage.
sausage? Sorry.
I don't know what to say.
Rest.
Yeah, you're a little
Sure.
bit quiet. Wait, maybe I can make you louder? Nah, not much.
Well, he is quiet in comparison to the bed making stuff.
A lot.
See? I've heard that more than his voice.
Yeah. Also, I
All
was
these
hunting
pillow sounds.
down- Yeah. Yeah.
your
just
your
moving-
pillows sound like paper and it disturbs me.
Oh, that was it's a kite that I have above me. To pick. So, it made the noise. I also got new glasses, so I'm really glad. They're very.
They are very
yeah.
noisy.
I know. I'm also looking because I'm doing formation. Unfortunately, hard to find because there's sometimes no specific. So it can vary. Oops. I'm looking specifically for the horizon. Oh, cow branch or tiny tracholos. Okay, I guess it was
isn't about appeasing the crowd.
because I worked
Rather,
more stuff in North.
tending to the broken.
Thankfully, someone who's pretty good with ceratopsians told me about what to add so far for
To study
Africa,
perception of self.
and also suggested that I add nations in doing the list too.
Then waves
In which case, Sassy,
isn't necessarily a thing.
this is gonna be pretty fun.
But I
Because
didn't properly listen. I was thinking about other stuff. I was thinking about pterosaurs again.
Well, I will have to add the formation names for the pterosaurs now.
Ideas aren't static.
So,
Oh,
I guess-
to your list.
yes, my lists.
Oh, you're adding
Especially-
formation names, so that's how you will die. By just constantly working on this list and never finishing.
Well, of
But
course I'll
soon
never
we will
finish
have
it.
cataloged every taxon there is.
Well, I am adding some invertebrates. Like I did add Prodryas, which is a butterfly from Colorado, known from pretty good fossils. From the Florissant Formation. And there we go, just added close on this. In which case there's so many things of it. Thank goodness there's such a good paper about it. Let's see. Holotype and referred. So many referred specimens for Kalos. It's insane. All in the same paper. It's just holotype and referred. Let's see. Holotype and referred. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump ship from North America all the way over to the Europe list, so that way I can get down to business and just get a lot. Hopefully, I'm just gonna start at German because that's fun. But yeah,
Let's add some pink here.
yay, Vespersaurus. I did draw Vespersaurus, but I just hate how little there is really, so I can't really do much besides make it a Ungulate Brachiosaurus,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But what else can I do? Anyway,
Waiting
I'm
for
gonna
more
start
fossils.
out with.
as
Anyway,
usual.
let's see. Let's go down to Germany, in which case I'll start out with Eotosaurus, because that's in Baden-Württemberg. Did you see any Eotosauruses over at the Senckenberg Museum? No, not Senckenberg. Stuttgart? Sassy?
Well, Senckenberg is in Stuttgart. No,
No.
Was it? No, it's no,
Eotosaurus. Did
sorry.
you see
I'm
Eotosaurus?
stupid.
Frankfurt.
I think all my museum trips are too far apart to remember where exactly they were. But No, not that I remember any of them.
Lovely. Let's see. Eotosaurus. Eotosaurus has some pretty good fossils. A lot of mass graves. Just a bunch of specimens on top of each other. Wonderful. Guess I'm gonna have to go now. It was nice talking to you. Bye.
What? Bye.
Okay. Okay. Hi Dinochuck, welcome to stream. And the Pokesaurus is also here. Nice. Thank you, Stephanie. Nice to hear that. Yeah, it's well, first time really trying to work with music in the background, and yeah. Okay, and surrounding that white and black stuff, make some reddish brown plumage. Sassy, on what skeleton are you working on right now?
Skeleton of Vespasaurus. What? I mean, there's yours, but you never probably finished it. I think.
Yeah, without measurements it's basically impossible. But no, on what skeleton are you working right now?
Oh. Oh, me.
Yes.
Oh, the Slowdown chariot from Lebanon, but I'm currently,
Oh, sorry. I
This-
already forgot again. Sorry.
no problem, but I'm discussing, Quetzalcoatlus right now on my Pterosaurus squad,
Okay.
because why not?
Yeah.
There was some confusion over that one cervical from Dinosaur Park, which was confused with the second specimen of Quetzalcoatlus northropi.
Ah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I hope that that smaller Quetzalcoatlus material will be published soon, preferably this year.
I've heard that it's already maybe being having been accepted, but I don't know if that's true.
Okay.
But there is some good Pterosaur stuff coming up soon that I already know about.
Oh, nice.
It does seem empty tonight, like there aren't as many people as usual.
Yeah. Well, it's Sunday. So that doesn't
Right,
surprise me.
I'm rarely able to watch on Sunday because of school, but luckily I don't have school for the next 3 weeks.
Oh no, let's make the body nearly black. That should work.
He's suntanned.
Yep.
But thanks to his one-toed movement, his feet are not tan.
Not yet. I really hope that in future publications they will publish some measurements of the sky, because I feel like the proportions are definitely not correct in the
No
press
measurements
release
can be
artwork.
pretty annoying, yes. I think most people agree with.
Yeah.
But I'd always like to have both.
Yeah, it
Just-
helps. Definitely the
So you don't have to make your own if there's none. So you immediately have a good sense of scale.
yeah to get a sense for the overall dimensions of an animal.
Metriochurus. Why is the file named like that?
Because it's still the pic from last night.
Well, yes, but why is it called Metriochurus?
Because it was the name of the pic. I just save it under a different name each time I save something.
Oh. Oh, why'd you just save it and then pretty much delete it and throw over it again?
Yeah, I just use the same canvas all the time, so... It usually makes it overall quicker to work. A little bit more orange. Ah, yes. That works. color for the arms would be nice. I'm very curious what else they will get out of that formation or the side in general of Kayua
The
Jara.
one with Vespersaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too. Hopefully,
I mean,
more
they have-
pterosaurs maybe like.
I think by now they have hundreds of blocks full of bones. And they're definitely still working on the side and getting new material out of the ground there. So
I have read of still unprepared Kairoshara specimens, but they were
oh yeah,
housed in
there
the
have to be tons.
they were housed in the Museo Nacional, so I don't know if they are still fine, because that would be quite unfortunate.
I think the locality is rich enough, so even if these blocks are lost, you could get pretty good material still out of the ground there.
And now watch that one being the only one with like a complete skeleton of a baby or something.
Well, that would be unfortunate. But there's worse. I mean,
For
we lost, for example, the
example?
holotype of Europasaurus because of a fire too. So,
Wait, we did?
yes.
How? What?
The hall that housed the holotype burned down.
Wait, it was in that museum.
Yeah, at the Dinosaur Park Münchehagen.
There was a fire there?
Yeah, years ago.
Oh, damn, sad.
Yeah.
Can museum fire just stop existing? No one likes them.
Yeah, I
guess
wonder
most people
what-
don't like all fires, but museum fires are the worst.
I think wildfire in the long run are worse.
Well, maybe, but it depends on the environment. Maybe it's one of those that quickly recovers and then sprouts flowers after it. Look how beautiful the flowers.
Most do that.
Mm.
Most don't do that.
Yes, but some. I'm
Yeah, but
struggling
they-
to find out what to base the silhouette of the ornithocheirid on, because the phylogeny it comes with is just legs ornithocheirids.
Ooh. Something generic, probably.
Well, what is a generic ornithocheirid then?
That's indeed the question.
I just one of those. Santa won't make my difference, I hope. it's actually not a bad specimen. It's half humorous, and it's missing the three of the four wing feathers. But otherwise, it's a relatively complete wing.
Well, you can guess at least the proportions from it. When you complete it with other ornithocyrids. I'm also still working on the pterosaur that Phil Curry and some other guy was working on years ago.
Yes, I hope that isn't like stuck in limbo.
Yeah, in review limbo.
No one likes review limbos,
No.
just like fairs.
And the worst thing is that sometimes it's so long in review that by the time it comes out it's no longer really interesting because others have published very similar stuff.
But what if it's a completely new pterosaur family being described here, but it's stuck so long in limbo that by the time it was published, the family has like 5 channels.
Yeah, and the worst thing is when it's finally published, the phylogeny is probably completely out of date.
Yeah. I think that's going to happen a lot with Astar hit phylogenies because there's so much stuff on them being in review or about to be described.
Yeah.
It's based it off of Colobrunch. Well, if it is Colobrunch, like one of the. The Vesposaurus is looking really good.
Thanks.
Blue.
You did indeed keep the.
Ah,
Hello,
Jack,
Phil.
welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to this first stream with music.
Music.
Yes. Well, when you listen
When-
to it on Twitch, there's some running.
You can't hear it on Discord.
So you've got the Pretzel Rocks bot thing
Yeah.
going. To check that out in future and see if they've got much good stuff that I like.
I just have it running very quietly in the background, so I wouldn't usually listen to this either.
Yeah. It's a shame that they've got such aggressive, like, copyright system going on,
Yeah.
but I understand why at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, the same way most artists are aggressive about keeping their artwork
Yeah.
under their own control, so
Mm.
yeah.
I feel like we wouldn't get in trouble for streaming with copyrighted music anyway.
Probably not.
It'd just mute the Twitch video. But better safe than sorry.
I wanted to try it,
Yeah.
and it's better than my endless silence sometimes.
Mm.
Well, it's not really science silence because you constantly hear the scratchy noises of the pen.
That's true, but that's not good enough for some people. So.
That's
Yeah.
good enough for me because it's a beautiful sound.
Yeah, I can't really draw in silence. It confuses me, so I understand why some people like to watch it with music. Sort of like provide some extra emotional substance.
Yeah. Well, I usually I can do both. I can work very well with or without music.
Yeah,
Depends very much on the current mood.
yeah. I prefer to work with it. I have
Yeah.
pretty mild audio synesthesia, so like the music helps me like build the image in my head, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, and when it's then the wrong music, then
Yeah.
it's not really helpful.
Mm.
Yeah. But when I'm really motivated, I don't even think about if I should use some music or not. I just jump into it
Yeah.
and it works.
Mm.
So, approaching sandstorm in the back here.
It's looking really good.
Oh no, the poor Vesposaurus will survive. No,
That's a holotype.
that's how the fossil formed, you all. That's how the fossil formed. I think, maybe.
As a
It's one
kid, at
possibility.
some point, I no longer was able to look at it. All dinosaur books had this one section where they explained how fossils formed. You know, this is stuff that everybody knows about at some point already. Just
Like it's
because there
something
are
I even learned in school. Well, I didn't learn it there, but it was told me there, but I already knew it.
Mm.
Because I was a dinosaur nerd kid.
It's
well, I
good
still
for you.
am technically.
It's good for young children, I think.
yes, of course. The problem is just that most book markets, especially here, the one in Germany, don't have really something in between the little kids and the adults.
Mm.
What
Yeah.
you don't want to read professional adult books.
Yeah. Or not even adults book, but the next step is straight up papers. Mostly.
Mm.
And the
I
few books
usually-
that are there are often very specific and very expensive.
You mean specific and expensive, like in the Solnhofen book?
For example,
Yeah, I was sad when I looked at that price tag in a museum.
otherwise I would have this book already for a long time.
Otherwise,
Same
I would
with
have to.
with the metal book.
144 euro it was in a museum. And it's just
Oh god.
Blimey.
Yeah, and there are two of them.
yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, let's add some dusk here and dusk in the foreground. Okay, finished.
Mm.
Vespersaurus. Done. Okay guys, let me know what we should do next.
Well, a pterosaur would be a great idea. Well, just in my opinion. I mean, you don't have to do it, but it would be nice to see.
Dragon Sanders, welcome to the stream. Ooh, DeLong returned, full of cupcakes. Oh, nice. Oh, and I see Armin. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Armin, I know, it's the wrong layer, because this is the file of the pic I did yesterday. And I just use that same canvas again. I turned that pic into a meme and had it still open, so I just used it again. Don't worry, I saved it under a different name.
The honor to have it is small.
How small?
A small boy. I don't know exactly how small, because if I don't have the hand for reference, I can't get a sense for it.
Okay.
Scale bars are only useful on fossils. Or when I'm too lazy to scale stuff myself.
Oh. Oh wait. Okay. I'm quickly getting some water. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
Sure.
Gotta hold down the fort while he's gone. Provide content.
Content.
Yeah.
I don't have any content to give to people.
Oh.
What am I supposed to do to entertain people? To make the stream look less sad?
I don't know. This is a difficult one. Yes. Pterosaur puns. Do you have any?
No, I'm not good at making any puns.
Cool.
So.
Oh, he's back already. Good, that awkward silence is partially gone. Because...
Yeah, see, that's why we have music in the background.
Oh, right! We didn't even need to entertain people by awkwardly trying to figure out what to do.
And I see you made some pterosaur puns, apparently.
We didn't.
No, I was... someone asked me to do it, but I didn't know any.
Okay. Sorry, Stephanie. Puns usually come not on the fly.
Oh my, this honor to shower can be held in my hand.
Oof.
He's not meant to be sloppy.
But I slurp it anyway. Okay. Let's do a pterosaur.
Exactly. Just like...
What could it be?
Have we actually ever drawn a Ramborghini on the screen? Because I don't remember.
Let me check.
We also have drawn very few Xiaoyang duets.
Nope. Never done Arambourgiania.
That's surprising. To me, at least. So either that or a Xiaoyang Gob duet would be my suggestion, but I wouldn't know which.
Now let's maybe do Arambourgiania.
Okay. I support that.
Have you not done that on the stream yet?
No.
Wow.
You could like maybe have it on the coast and you see Alcyone flying in the background. Just let it have a beach walk. Make it colorful because this is the colorful
awesome bro
stream now.
enough. That's just not
What?
awesome bro enough. We need it.
What? Then have it be running along the beach with its neck in the air, catching another pterosaur out of the air. Is that awesome bro enough for you?
It's unacceptable. We need blood and tears and stuff like that. No.
I don't think pterosaurs would cry because they are sad. Pterosaurs cry because some
Me-
stupid Spinosaur stole their stupid fish again.
Sorry. Slenderman. Dip, 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 dip. Exactly.
I'm not tired, I'm just lazy.
Isn't that the same?
I'm especially lazy because I forgot my UV lamp again. From
Oof.
like, I wanted a UV lamp for my fossils for so long now, but now I forgot it 2 times separately at my
Ah.
sister's place.
Shame.
I know.
Yep. I know.
It says it described the awesome scene of so I don't understand. I thought this doesn't look like a pterosaur grabbing another pterosaur from the sky. It is. Okay, if you say so.
These are just random scribbles. since it lived near mountains. Well, maybe. Maybe let's add some weird rock formations into the picture.
aka Terracer Looney Tunes. I don't wanna watch this.
Ah, I have an idea.
Susan. My cat just stole your wrapping for my chocolate. I didn't know she would ever do this.
No.
How dare her? It's unacceptable.
Turned to a life of crime.
Jack, what are you up to now?
I'm up to very little.
Ah,
I'm having a lazy day today.
dear. I'm, by the way, extremely grateful that TetsuCon isn't after Brexit.
Yeah, that
Oh god.
would suck.
Yeah, I just saw today the news with EU citizens would have trouble with traveling and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Dan.
Yeah,
Poor Tetsuko.
it would be absolutely a nightmare.
It's just a nightmare in general.
It's a nightmare in general, especially for you guys over there, of course.
Yeah. Such a waste of time.
So much energy was put into something that nobody benefits from.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the point of.
Nobody
There
really
isn't one.
understands it.
Yeah.
There wasn't one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That seemed to be true.
It benefits the wealthy pretty much exclusively, so they come up with a bunch of lies to convince the people that it's a good
I'm not
idea.
even sure the wealthy have any benefits from this.
It gives them leverage to exploit businesses, and that's pretty much it.
I mean, how could they? Well, there would probably be less regulations from the EU in terms of worker exploitation, for example.
Yeah.
Yay! But from my standpoint, the only people who benefit from this are assholes who don't like, basically racists.
Yeah.
And it will take quite some time for people to realize how bad it
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't have time. Like, there's like one or two big issues that we need to cooperate with internationally all over the world to fix within the next decade,
Yeah.
and that's just looking like it's not going to happen.
Yeah, we should have climate emergency in all states by now. in all
Yeah.
nations of the world, but people are having these petty conflicts and blah.
Yeah, I mean, we were the first nation to declare a climate emergency, and that means nothing.
Yeah. Happened anything since then? In that
No.
direction? That's just, oh, let's be the first guys who declare a climate emergency.
Yeah, it's just so they can pretend they can do something to alleviate some of the pressure they're under.
Yeah.
Oh well. Such is life. And that's why I protest.
I saw a wonderful post today showing how to punch a Nazi correctly. Yeah. Yeah, no, not your thumb inside your fist and always with your most forward-facing knuckles.
Yeah,
And
keep that wrist straight.
keeps that wrist straight. Glorious.
Dragonfighters, that video was terrible and I hated it.
Oh, that's mean, Sass. You're gonna make David Krentz sad.
What video?
No, I
Oh,
don't care.
the Anagrera. Yeah.
Mm.
Ah, well, that's not really David Krentz' fault, I would say.
Yeah.
He just made the models.
Like, their models are not bad, but their animation and what is happening there is just stupid.
I thought he had some say in like storyboarding as
Yeah,
well.
he made the storyboarding, but the overall story is, I mean, at the end of the day, still defined
Yeah.
by the people who own that format.
Yep.
Just the wing finger articulation in documentary tales just annoys me. Because it's so obvious.
Ah, yes. That can be better.
Oh, Susie.
Proportions should fit.
I made this geography chart of Kimmeridgian and Ramphorhynchids, but I can't find any more Ramphorhynchids. So that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Wait, aren't there more?
What did you mean with more?
Oh well, yeah. When you limit it to Kimmeridge, then yeah.
Yes, I guess Typhonian would have been the better choice.
Well, you can combine them.
I could, but I don't wanna.
Oh, wait. First off. Okay. That should work. Ooh, wait.
Oh, it's raining. I forgot to close the window in the floor. I'll be right back.
That's an annoying track. Can I somehow skip this? That's better.
standing under a little rock.
What?
Yeah, quite large rock.
Yes. Cute though.
Yeah, one of the largest pterosaurs that ever lived, and it's absolutely dwarfed by its surrounding.
Yeah.
You don't see that any day, every day. So
No.
Now you have this chance to put other pterosaurs in this picture.
only if that works.
Make it work. I don't see
Less is more, says he. Less is more.
Mm. Some way of conveying like the scale would be cool, but it's always a
conveying
tricky
the
one.
scale by another pterosaur. Well, I guess then people could just assume that that pterosaur seemed tinier, but
Mm. It's always tricky when you've got something really abstract. That
Yeah.
most people's innate sense of size, like a giant pterosaur.
I mean, many people would probably not even recognize this as a pterosaur,
Yeah.
I mean,
because it's not
true.
pteranodon.
Mm.
With all these lanky limbs, and the folded wings don't look that much like wings, especially in the shadow there.
But I start seeing pterosaurs in everyday objects already in its tail. Like, why do these broken scissors suddenly look like a dead sky?
Just to annoy you, says he. Just to annoy you. I love painting rocks.
Mm.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah. I like painting a good sedimentary rock, like a limestone or a sandstone.
Yeah. Some sandstones are nice to paint.
Things like granite just upset me.
Yeah, when it's it's hard to describe.
Dragon Thunders, I think that is just you that the stream is black for. It seems good on this end.
Yeah, maybe restart.
Yeah. Smash that F5.
Dino Dan, that's very true. And no, it's not Dwayne the Rock.
You could make a pterosaur weightlifting
Mm.
just to show off those pterosaur.
Mm. Yeah, I need to incorporate more geology to my paintings.
That's quite fun.
Yeah, I've got this picture of some Utahraptors that's been sat on the back burner for like over a year now, and that's got some geology in it. You can draw the underlying parts of the yellow cat.
By
sort of.
Tetsukon, I want to see that.
Oh, it will be nowhere near done for them. But maybe sometime in the distant future I'll come back to it, because I do quite like it.
I demand more dromaeosaurs in my life.
You should speak to Jed Taylor.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm curious what he will bring this year.
Yeah. Really looking forward to it.
Why did I just confuse the non-stream Martin Guia Pierce with the shit posting channel?
Sometimes it's the same.
Might be the case. They are so close to each other, they look so each other when you read the chat.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
So will the background still be a beach? Because beaches are good.
Yeah, probably.
That is good. I support. In my own headcanon, this is Aramborgiani going to that one scene of the pterosaurs you painted with, from the choreograph phosphate. It's just warning there about to visit them.
I really like the shadow on the rock, sort of in the bottom right-hand corner, where you can just see it trailing up into the light. Some good geometry right there.
Yeah, for years and years I totally troubled with rocks in general, but until I sat down and really tried to figure out how to do it. I think it was in a project called Nea where I finally figured it out, because it's a project on a desert planet. There's lots of rocks in it. And I did a lot of landscapes for that.
Yeah.
And that really helped.
I'd like to do some sort of like plein air painting, sort of get out and about and just do studies on location, but I don't own any paints, which is sad.
I never liked that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I feel like
I wish I could do that outside, but I never really got warm with it.
Yeah.
I dislike drawing on location because I just suck at holding paper and so on. And I need a tape. Otherwise.
Yeah. Also, painting while standing is absolutely the worst for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember for my final art GCSE exam back when I was like 15, we were just in session for 10 hours, so that was 2 full days, and you just had to stand in silence working on your piece.
Bleh.
I hated it, and the piece that I came out was terrible. I still got a B overall, so that was alright.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes you
yeah.
don't have to be that good, you just have to be better than all the other guys that suck.
Yeah. Generally, I just didn't really like the whole official art learning. There's so much writing and stuff.
Yeah. Oh well, we don't have this over here at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Art education, at least in the academy system, is much more practice driven and driven by the stuff you want to do.
yeah, we didn't have that. It was very formulaic.
Yeah. As usual.
Yeah.
It's Germany in that sense is rather unique. I heard from so many other places, and they all have this more schoolish system.
Mm.
There's a certain number of subjects you have to do, and blah.
Yeah. I think I've probably discussed this on stream before. It feels like a conversation I've had.
Yeah, I think we had that.
Yeah.
Probably. But I think I had the conversation overall a few times with some people.
Yeah.
So I don't no longer know who I talked to about that.
Yeah. I guess it's just a recurring theme.
Yeah. And I'm always surprised when I meet people or hear about people who actually thrive in that environment.
Yeah. It works for some people, but
Yeah.
not for me. I would like to do more traditional sort of sketching and stuff though.
Yeah. Oh, recently I really like the stuff that Henry does, Henry Sharp.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, I recommended him to do sketches on brown paper, and they are so beautiful.
Yeah. I used to just do exclusively paper stuff. Paper and pencil. But I don't do it so much anymore. Takes a little more time. And it's easier certainly to get a more marketable piece with digital.
Yeah.
Or it is for me anyway, because I never learnt to paint properly, but
can't open the PDF. Sad.
That is sad.
What PDF do you want to open?
The one Augustosaurus lent. But it's just a tooth, so it's not worth much.
Ah.
But it's worth.
No.
Just the tooth. As usual.
Not really the most usual thing for. It's exactly at the point where the Kimowich clay letters are. So I just move it a bit, little bit south. Okay, so what is this Switzerland? Is Augustosaurus even listening?
They're not in the Voice of the Stream channel, so if they are listening, they're just listening over the stream.
They probably use the stream version because today we have music.
Yeah.
Okay, nearly finished.
And it's way good that I'm close to it. Otherwise I'd be dead. If prehistoricers listening right now, I think these maps where you can see where fossils were found would be pretty fitting for your maps too. Could be helpful, in my opinion.
Doesn't he already do that?
Well, as far as I know, he only did maps, but not indicating any specific fossils that were found in certain locations.
Oh, yeah.
Dear.
Bless you.
Cute.
Okay, Arambubiania. Done.
Very nice.
Very nice, I love it.
Yeah.
This is going on our wall. No, it's not because I'm too lazy to print anything out. And that would be illegal.
Yeah, wait for the book.
Mm.
The second playlist.
Yeah.
But I can't hang books on my wall.
I don't think it's technically illegal for you to print it out and hang it on your own wall.
Yeah,
It's
it would
illegal
If
for
I'm
you
not
to sell it.
reselling it.
Yeah, selling the prints would be something else.
Yeah. It would be illegal for me to print it out and hang it on my wall because that would breach my tenancy agreement. I'm not allowed to hang anything on my wall.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But what if you glue it to the wall?
I'm not allowed to damage or stain the wall, so there's very little options.
How about you paint it on the wall and when you move out you paint over it again?
I could do
That's
that.
genius.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know there are by
considering-
now wall printers. Little
Oh,
machine
wow.
you pin to the wall and then it paints on it. It basically prints. Dinodan, yes, we have done Uranosaurus.
Oh god, now it's raining. Oh god, my poor mother. She's stuck in traffic, coming back from her holidays in Spain.
Oof.
And she's stuck in traffic because the car in front of her is burning with four fire. I forgot
no.
the English name. With 4 fire trucks.
Wow.
So I guess the rain is maybe helping. Probably.
Oh, hi Drake, welcome to the stream.
Sangicaris or Papodia, Hydronicius or the second species.
Himeros.
I know none of these besides Opapinia. But even then I wouldn't know the second species, because I don't even know the name of the first one.
Himeroscopus. Oh, it's a dragonfly. Question is it a good dragonfly?
I never understand when a paper is like about ornithischians, but they always briefly mention interesting material that could probably maybe deserve its own paper. But no, it's just briefly mentioned in a paper not about it. Makes me furious. Thanks for listening to Matt.
Cat noises?
Communicating with my cat.
Who?
I think I'm gonna head off now. I'm quite tired.
Okay,
Okay.
get
Yeah.
some
No
sleep.
one's stopping you from doing so.
It's everything that you've done so far is really good. I don't know. Check in the morning to
Thanks.
see
Yeah.
what else comes out.
Get some rest.
Good night.
Alright, good night.
Yep, bye. Ooh. You know, we could also do the new Hurdite. That was just
Oh,
I can't
we
remember the
haven't
name.
drawn.
Prehistoric are suggesting here a bunch of animals, but not the new Hurdia relative. It's I'm surprised.
Oh, now the rain is beating against the glass. That's never a good sign.
Oh ha.
Yes, I scaled La Crusovatus.
Well, how much? Sorry. How much rain did you guys have down there over the
Well,
last few?
currently I know.
And we had
It's
very
louder.
little the past few weeks, and getting now bunch of rain is really welcome. Yeah, the one that looks like a spaceship. The one that was...
The Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, for some reason.
I always appreciate a Star Wars reference, even in science. I just open the
A
window. and
pterosaur
let
the
me
size of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, I did once want to make a silhouette scale silhouette and have Obi-Wan Kenobi instead, but I was too lazy to do so because all pictures I found of him are at an angle, and I didn't like that.
Well, why not?
Well, why not? But it was too much work, so I stopped.
You can just trace the outline.
Well, I did, but it was in perspective, so.
Well, stuff like this, for example, should be no problem.
I guess. I'll now open the window
Here.
to see how much rain there is. That's the one I used.
Yeah,
But the foot.
and? I see no problem.
I will now face my terrible
Should be totally doable.
Oh god. It rained in my face.
Nice. Cambro Raster, yes. Thank you, Dragon Sanders. I'm...
I wonder if I did at the Obi-Wan silhouette in my tablet one. Might have deleted this.
Praise Troika, in case you hear me, do you think that this animal could live more up the water column and be rather colorful? I'm not sure what exactly the site is where it was found. I know it varies.
I put people aware. My attempt at scaling Hactocnatus using Angostina.
Oh god. It's found a marble canyon. Priscilla, do you know what environment that is associated with?
He made a map. I can find it quicker than me. Or he has them all saved directly. And try to be quicker. This is.
I try to get people to work for me.
Oh god damn it! It was just. Oh, and I even chose the wrong map.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's still a part of the Burger Shale.
Yeah, it's...
Where's the scale bar? Oh, the Burger Shale speak.
Ah. Ah, well, but we don't know if it lived there, I guess.
It will live there if it wants to. Most animals live on the edge of brine. And where would you want to live at the edge of the stuff that kills you?
Oh, there are quite a lot of biotas in the deep sea, right besides brine pools.
But why? Why do they do it?
Because life finds a way.
Has there ever been... I need philosophy on deep sea animals to see if there's something with their brain. Like, take them to the doctor and see what their problem is that you live next to the brine pool.
I don't think that would work so well for them.
It does work in my own head.
Uh-huh. I think it would be much easier to bring the doctor down there.
No, take them up to the surface. It's too nice. Aua.
Okay, maybe we will do Zengikaris. So animal that Prehistorica suggests since forever. Because I would like to do something colorful, and that works better with something living in the upper watercolor. Prehistorica, do you think this is a good reference? This graphic here. Oh, no, it's something else. I see it wrong. No, oh god. Why does it have to be so different? Okay, so it's a close relative. Okay. How about this? Oh, wait. Because it's really difficult for me from the fossil alone to see what's going on. At least right away. I would need some time to look into that.
I don't even know what's going on without a...
It's Cambrian stuff. Don't question.
Yes. Too complicated for me.
Indeed. Don't try.
Okay.
possible that Zengikaris got the name twice? Or was reclassified recently? Because I see a very different...
I'll just listen from now on because I don't have anything to say and I don't know what to do anymore. But I will listen.
Okay,
Probably going to fall asleep. So,
good night.
good night.
Yeah, I see that now, Prehistorica. So it has these little... It's mainly roundish. It's a little wing-like flippers, basically. Eh. Let's slurp. So with little finlets like this, and to the front it's a little bit slimmer. Maybe like that. Ah, I see now the little fins here and hooks. Question is, where would you put the eye? Where would you put the eye, indeed? Maybe here? Wrong tool. What's it? Sometimes, for some reason, the settings change. Based on its closest relatives, I would put them here. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Prehistoric? Okay. Oh, you made a quick sketch. Okay. Okay, you put some there. Yeah, well. Then I put them correct. Could probably raise the head shield here a little. Make it more aerodynamic. Hydrodynamic. Mm-hmm. Silence bot. Yeah. Hi Thomas, welcome to the stream. structures here on top. These are smaller than in its Canadian relative. That seems to work. Oh, a little bit more details here on the appendages, which are known, I think. Let's give it color. Zomba noises.
Mm-mm. No, this is Brennan.
How's that?
No, this is Jack.
Don't believe you.
This is Yashua.
It's me! Hello.
Hello. How are you? How's what's happening? I can't see the stream because I'm on phone in a very dark and spooky basement somewhere.
Oh ha.
I don't know where I am.
Do you need help?
I can figure it out. I'll keep you updated. Oh, hey, a bucket for mops. Neat.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm fine. Doing in the moment a Hurdeed from China.
Tripped over a ping pong table.
Oh, a very small one.
Ooh. No, the ping pong table's full size. Who else is in here? I see Drake, Ceratopsy, Thunderbuns, and Sassy. Excellent.
Yeah, Sassy probably already asleep.
Sassy is deafened and muted, so I'm gonna assume he is.
Yeah, this is, by the way, the first stream with music.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I
Fancy.
found a way to include it.
Oh, nice.
Can't hear it in voice chat.
That's something I forgot to ask you about when we were talking the other evening. How are you doing these stream things? Because I would love to make my streams look more professional and not just.
Oh
be...
yes. We can talk about this after the sketch.
Oh.
Yeah. Or
I'm
now
not gonna have
actually.
I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do it tonight. To talk about it tonight. Sorry.
Yeah.
But just something.
Oh no, we can also talk about it right now actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the stuff like the with oh God, how is it called? The alert box that you get these alerts with a sound and a little GIF. That's a feature of Streamlabs.
Oh, okay.
Which is basically like OBS, but specifically for streams. It's even by OBS. It's just a version with more stream tools. And the nice thing it synchronizes if you want with Twitch. So
I'm guessing it's also free. Hopefully.
it is true. It's free. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
And the music right now comes from Pritzer Rocks, which is also freeware, and it's basically an online radio. And you can choose a playlist, a theme, what they should play in general. And all their music is free. So you don't get in trouble on Twitch, but also on YouTube when you upload it. There's extra setting.
Nice.
For that.
That sounds super handy dandy. I
Yeah.
will check that out.
Yeah.
See if I can. Yeah, figure that out because I'm.
Pray Sugar, do you want to talk? Are you sure?
Hey.
I can unmute you. We can do that.
We will. This is a threat.
There you go.
Hello.
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 It's been a while since you've talked on the stream.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm not too good at the whole talking thing, I guess.
Well, I mean, I don't think we are either. So it's not like you have.
Yeah. I mean, the ideal streamer is usually a person who can't stop talking, and that's definitely not me.
I mumble nonsense that comes out of my head. I cannot stop talking, but none of it makes sense.
Better than my 1 hour of silence.
Well, at least now you have music.
Yes, this was one of the reasons why I wanted this. At least try it.
Going to put on the Rite of Spring. Because that sounds lovely.
Priestwicker, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I visited the invertebrate paleontology people at the ROM on Friday.
Oh, nice.
I'm finally met Danielle Defoe.
Ah, nice.
Excellent.
Ah, I would love to meet with her.
So what? I've never been to the ROM. What sort of invertebrate stuff do they have on display there?
They have lots. Well, actually, they're just moving some stuff for a new gallery. Pretty much just like Paleozoic.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I think you mentioned that a while ago.
As soon as the Kemba Raster paper came out, they created a little exhibit in the preview gallery.
Nice. Well, that's nice when you have a museum that actually cares enough about the research they do that they will incorporate it quickly into their exhibits.
For the Dawn of Life, they want to have like a rotating research part where, like, whenever they're working on something and they like publish something, they can move a new exhibit into that quickly to show what they're doing.
Ah, that's nice. That's very cool.
I've always wanted, like, I've always loved the idea of a museum, especially with like ancient marine life, to be set up like an aquarium, and the skeletons are in these dioramas in tanks.
I think that's like part of their plan, basically.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly like that, but they're going to have like animations to at least kind of make it look like you're there.
Ah, nice.
I like the idea of like shifting lights to make it seem like you're underwater.
And the fossils that they have are really impressive.
Oh, nice. That always helps.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence by now when it comes to dark museum halls with these shifting lights like you're underwater. That can be very distracting after some time, I noticed.
I think it depends on what colors are used and how subtle it is.
Yes, that's true. If you would do something like that, I would use only in small portions.
I think I do prefer museum exhibits that try to incorporate at least some semblance of naturalism into their skeletal mounts halls, rather than just the marble hall with
Oh yeah,
lot
sure.
of like some fake foliage around, the animals looking like they're moving around, opposed to look like they're moving around the hall, murals showing a backdrop of the environment.
What are you afraid of?
Of course, I just like murals.
Yeah, although I think one has to be very, very cautious when you do that, because it can be very quickly very cluttered.
Yes, I thought you were gonna say it can be very quickly. The murals can be very quickly rendered obsolete by new science.
Yeah, well, of course that as too, but I think more tricky is the overall experience of the visitor. You don't want the visitor to be totally overwhelmed by visual input, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I think that can very quickly happen when you work with lots of lights and lots of pictures everywhere. And
Yeah, I maybe.
And it also shifts away the focus from the fossils, of course.
Yeah, I
If
wonder
you do it wrongly.
Yes, it is tougher to get right, but I think if done well, it is amazing. Can be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like the idea of making the area where the skeletons are posed look like a enclosure for the animal. I also just like the idea of, alongside the skeletons, showing on a mural next to them, showing a life reconstruction in the mural to just give an idea of, like, because I think animals with meat on their bones give a better indication of general size and heft. Obviously, I
Yeah.
suppose. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. Prehistorica was unmuted because I'll be off soon though. So
It's alright. They've got like it. I think it starts with like just one fossil, and then it moves from like some really really old rocks to the Ediacaran, and then through to the Triassic.
love Ediacaran fossils. They're so cool.
Yeah. It's closest
Little
thing we have to aliens.
Yep. I like. Yeah, the Wyoming Dinosaur Center has some Ediacaran stuff, and it's.
I really
Wonderful.
would like to. That's something I would like to see. A diorama, an aquarium, actually with moving water. And an Ediacaran flora and fauna in it. Just maybe hip high. So you can look down in it and see these creatures move in the current, and
That sounds amazing.
that would be very cool. Years ago, I saw such an aquarium at an aquarium for animals of the North Sea.
Ooh.
So that was for the shallow water zone. They had these large aquariums with just, I think, half a meter of water in them, full of all
Sea
sorts
urchin.
of creatures, also small sharks, even.
Ooh.
Yeah, small cat sharks.
Aw. God, I of a well done aquarium. There's something super soothing about it.
Yeah.
It's off the walls and the. I don't know. Usually they have like classical music playing or something.
Oh, really? Over here, not.
But. Well,
Over here, it's usually just the sound of the water
Yeah.
in their tanks.
And I'm gonna actually. I think I need to go now. I can hear someone coming. So
Okay.
I'll. Yeah. Talk to y'all later. Enjoy
Yep.
the stream.
I will. This
Goodbye.
is the last sketch anyway. Nice to hear that they will further work on their Paleozoic stuff. How was it meeting finally Danielle?
It was nice. She was just having a lunch break.
Ah, nice.
She at least said my art was good, so that was.
Well,
that was
how
nice.
could she not?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. You produced so good stuff over the last few months.
I am pretty happy with the Mononicus that I drew.
That's very... Yeah, I especially liked that Basil Cephalopod you did recently.
Nectocotus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. Kind of makes the whole cephalopod evolution thing a bit more confusing.
Yeah, although I saw the comment by Tristan that the author is apparently not free of controversy.
He's worked with the scientist at the ROM a few times.
But I figured at some point it's usually never a good sign when people quote their own work so abundantly. Yeah. But it would be interesting if what he proposes is true. Definitely. Do you think it works this way? The body and everything? Or did I miss something? Oh, we can talk for a moment. Okay. It's okay. Yeah, Sassy is probably sleeping. Most likely. want some pattern here. That could work.
I can talk again.
Okay. Do you think this animal is fine the way I did it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
I think the like frontal appendages with the ventral spines would have been more like curved inward.
Curved inward.
Like on a Canberra raster, and apparently most herdids, it's kind of like a basket almost.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I will redo that part. Good thing it's only a small part of the animal. Are you working on a new piece in the moment as well?
I'm planning to get a drawing of Isotellus Rex out soon.
Ah. Nice.
And the eyes.
Hmm.
You also did do well with the like texture on the like head shield. Unlike a Camberraster, which has an interesting head pattern, it's mostly just dotted.
Yeah, it's much smaller. Yeah. I first didn't even notice it. It's it's rather confusing because when I googled it, as you have seen, it was apparently identified as something else. So
Yeah, I think it was like maybe first thought to be a herded, and then they changed it, and then maybe changed it back. But
yeah, most of what I saw looked very shrimp-like or clam.
related to that weird like Dolicharis.
Yeah.
Have we drawn Pausapodia yet?
No. Not so far. I think for next time I will deactivate that bot that always posts the newest track in the chat. It's a bit distracting.
Yeah, a little bit. What would you say? How long could this animal be? 12, 15 centimeters maybe? Yeah.
Okay.
I brought my Lobopod list up to 16 unnamed herdeds.
Oof. That's quite a few.
One of them is being described soon, and it sounds very interesting.
That large mouse taxon?
That one's also coming out soon, but it's not the one that I am talking about.
Okay. Did you see it at the ROM?
No, the ROM doesn't have it, but I heard about it at the ROM.
Oh, okay.
It's got pretty interesting preservation that I'd like to see how it turns out. I think it's only been preserved once like that before.
Ooh. Okay, time to redo the appendages. I think then I'm done.
Four of the unnamed ones lived alongside Zheng Hikaris in China.
There must be a whole bunch of them down there. That's not surprising.
Considering they're so common, like, anywhere else, it's been a bit confusing for, like, Cambrian scientists to not find any in the Chengjiang.
Oh, really? Maybe habitat preferences or something.
They were on the other side of the globe, and from what I can see, there is some population difference. The Burgess and the ones that live in China.
Hmm. Okay, I think I'm nearly done. What's this one? It's a bit confusing. My tablet and my desktop screen have different graphics settings. I'm never sure which version I can trust more. Yeah, that works better. Okay. Okay, I'm done with this. Let's save it. Oop. Zheng Hikaris. Okay, and I think that's everything for tonight. Only 3 pictures, but I have to work on some other stuff as well. Okay, we started with Vespersaurus showing off its plumage and chest wattle. Although there is a sandstorm closing in. After that, Arenburgiania hiding under large rock. It's a coast. Maybe because also approaching bad weather conditions. And last but not least, Zenge Karis, swimming through Cameron Ocean. Yep. Okay, this is everything for tonight, guys. Thank you everybody for being here. We see each other probably next week. Bye bye.
See ya.